Yo, what up? What up? It's your boy Prince Hakeem.
Hey, it's your girl Beck G.
And DJ Michael Love is somewhere around.
Hey, and I'm DJ Mike Love. What's happening?
Hold on. Can we do this all over again? I feel like this whole thing is wrong. The intro is completely off. Let's do it again.
Hey, I'm Ariana Grande. Hey, yo, this Cardi B.
What's up? It's Megan Thee Stallion.
You're in the mix with the Vinyl Word. Vinyl Word. Vinyl Word. Vinyl Word.
Yo, what up? What is your boy Prince Hakeem?
Hey, it's your girl Beck G.
I am DJ Mike Love.
Hey, we're here.
On the Vinyl Word.
How do we have to hit reset when we're literally in minute one?
I don't know.
We're having a hard time already.
But it's Thursday.
Welcome to Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the Vinyl Word Show here on Woo World Radio. I'd love to rhyme. It's the chief rocker in me.
Hey, yes, it is. Every time you say that, I want to hear you go ficky. Yeah.
What up, yo? Ashley Bell's in the building.
Yeah, she is.
What up, Ash?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Doing great.
Hey.
Hot and humid here in the 757. I mean, I'm doing well.
Yeah, you look great today.
I feel great.
Come through,
Prince
dress.
Prince told me I was cheesing and shining. I mean, I just am happy to be here. I'm just so
I'm glad to see you. You know, let me tell you how bougie Ashley is today. It's a little warm.
She's bougie.
It's lights, camera, action up in this cramp, right?
Yeah.
Cramp spot is what I'm saying.
Right.
Instead of doing, one of these numbers where you am I on screen? Instead of doing one of these numbers where you just kind of, get a paper towel or something and wipe your forehead, she pulls out oil blotting papers.
I have been using those since I was 13. They are a blessing. Do you understand? A blessing.
The way
I get shiny.
Well, you're still cute. You're still very cute today. You're cute every day. But the oil blotting papers and the fact that they made potato chip bag noise.
Let's get this straight. Those rolling papers. Don't let that was
they
rolling
were
papers.
not rolling papers.
They were so crunchy, Ash.
Depending on what time of the day is, them shit turn into rolling papers.
Those are oil blotting sheets.
You should have seen them, Mike Love, and they're blue.
Is that the brand?
No, they're by Neutrogena. That's what they are. They're made by
blunt papers.
Oil.
Wow.
I've been using them my whole, pretty much my whole existence. So.
Well, I enjoyed that.
Well, thank you, Beck.
I enjoyed that. It is my prayer during this show that you get a little oily and that on camera you have to block, because all I care about is Mike Love seeing that.
I don't want to hear Mike Love.
He's gonna enjoy it.
No,
he's gonna enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Okay, I'm gonna pull him out randomly. Y'all ain't even gonna be expecting. I'm gonna pull him out.
See what you don't know, and there are things that you gotta learn, Ash. And one of the things is that potato chip bag noise tickles me.
It does.
To no end.
That's her thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's her thing. It's weird as
when
shit.
The minute I hear somebody grab a bag of potato chips, I have an internal fit. And I can't really bust out laughing because nobody knows I'm laughing except DJ Mike Love and Prince Hakeem and my twin sister.
Yeah.
That is bizarre.
Do you know how funny it is for somebody to dig their hand in the bag and keep digging like they don't know what they're going to get? It's not a Cracker Jack box, folks.
It's potatoes.
It's chips. Mm-hmm. And I am a chip connoisseur. Kind of obsessed.
Okay.
Kind of addicted.
Yeah.
What are your favorite chips?
All of them.
Do you like kettle cooked jalapeno?
They go in my mouth and down the hatch to my stomach.
Those chips with guacamole.
My word.
Top tier snack.
Holy guacamole.
And jalapeno kettle cooked chips are top tier.
I'm leaving. I'm going to go buy some.
Fair enough.
Psych.
Hey, real quick, before we get too far on the show, I got to say one thing, because every month we get our numbers for the show and, all the shows and stuff like that.
No.
And
I know what's happening.
What? I'm not being petty. I want to just let everybody know we are still number one on Woo World Radio.
Shout out to the Vinyl Word #1 show on Woo World Radio.
And thank y'all for watching and staying tuned every week and listening. If you're listening live, please tell a friend and jump in every week on Thursday.
I like the rhyme you just did. Tell a friend and jump in. I love that.
You like that?
Yes, I do.
I kind of have bars.
You know
what I'm saying? Kind of have bars, but thank y'all, and shout out to Avil. So I like to thank Avil.
I knew this was gonna happen. I didn't know it was gonna happen this soon, but I knew it was gonna happen
this fast.
Yeah,
happens this fast.
Wow,
it is what it is.
Anything goes now. I have no idea ever what's gonna happen here at the Vinyl Word.
Yeah, you do.
But
we ain't got no damn sense.
No sense. But it's been a couple of weeks, quite a few weeks since I said I hate this show.
But you've been acting up for the last couple of weeks.
Is that because it's me?
Yeah,
I've been the problem. I've been the
really on one lately.
No, Mike Love, don't laugh.
Yeah,
you were the problem.
You are the problem. That's why you didn't say you hate the show. So, as y'all know, we got a great show for you as always. We got hot button news for you. The topic of the day, you don't want to miss that. Trust me. Yeah. And the crazy news today, you don't want to miss none of this.
Wow.
You don't want to miss none of it.
Wow.
Because it's bananas. I intentionally produced the show this way so that people can be like, the fuck is wrong with y'all?
What's wrong with y'all?
Like, what's really y'all problem? Why do y'all talk about stuff like this? And it's okay.
It's okay. Big shout out to Sir Rollins, Prince of Cakes, KSR and Cakes. Kamal Rollins checking in from New Jersey.
Jersey.
Hey.
Yeah, well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we got the hot button news for y'all. Y'all know what it is.
Let's get into it. It's the Vinyl Word.
Check this out. It's DJ Khaled.
This is Post Malone. Yes, that little Chico Pitbull.
You're in the mix with the Vinyl Word.
Whole lot of money, can't let it go to my head. I spend it wisely, know I'm being watched by the Fed. If I see an op, let the chop flock by his head. She wanna fuck, I'm thinking how can she make me some bread? Yeah. One of my niggas' cribs just got raided. Before rap $8 we made was drug related. If not that, an armed robbery was associated. That's why the feds want a nigga dead or incarcerated. My little homie just got knocked, he was on the run. He beat the body, but they gave him 20 years for the gun. Damn. And they really wanted his co-defendants. He ain't give up no information to get his shorter sentence. Yeah, some niggas still follow the G code. Say what you want about us, but you can't say that we told. I have been in shootouts, empty, had the reload. Used to knock on niggas' doors, start shooting through the peacock. Like bang, bang, these bullets ain't got no name on it. Money I used to pay the rent with had cocaine on it. You know these streets don't love us. It's just using us until the feds come or a nigga end up shooting us. A lot of money, can't let it go to my head. I spend it wisely, know I'm being watched by the Fed. If I see an op, let the chop flock by his head. She wanna fuck, I'm thinking how can she make me some bread? Yeah.
Streets hot, get caught with a hammer, they'll bury you. Jack boys curious, I still gotta carry it. Before rap, you know I had a dope flow serious. On Dama, we ain't ducking no smoke, period. 89 Slide Green, 2001 Seagull. They talking on phones like they didn't see Casino. Hey, your baby mama sitting out in court sick. You about to do that short 6 down in Fort Dix. When they invested in stock, we just bought bricks. The plug put them to the spot with a forklift. Rap money cool, but I made more on the driver's seat. Getting them wholesale cost 10 racks to bother me. Rule number 1, get back, keep your mouth shut. We gon' bail you out, had Nana putting the house up. Didn't think I could do it, where they get all that doubt from? When street niggas think like me, this the outcome.
A lot of money, can't let it go to my head. I spend it wisely, know I'm being watched by the Fed. If I see an op, let the chop flock by his head. She wanna fuck, I'm thinking how can she make me some bread? Yeah.
Yeah, like where you want it, I can get it to you. I boof my crack, might gotta dig a little, but I'm the shit though. I used to have a Knicks flow, I could sell whatever, I told him that's from the get-go. Merc said the strip needed me. Around the same time, Dollar was trying to eat to me. Knew I kill them all, nobody living was seeing me. Killed them with the raw, they paid attention eventually. I had an option, the rap game or the smack game. I took my gift to the corner soon as the cash came. I said, fuck rap, fuck it, where the stuff at? Connect had a rough year, boy, I bought the plug back. Fuck that, them niggas ain't getting with you, and when you down, you see the niggas who running with you. And back then, when I was down and my hand was out, I made a vow, it's the top, and now from here
on out. A lot of money, can't let it go to my head. I spend it wisely, know I'm being watched by the Fed.
If I see her out, let the chop flock by. If she wanna fuck, I'm thinking how can she make me some bread? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Ah.
All right. We
Okay.
back. We back. You know, we back. We back. We back. We back.
We back.
All right, y'all. It's your boy Prince Hakeem.
Hey, it's your girl Beck G.
I'm DJ Mike Love.
And this is the Vinyl Word.
It is.
Hey, listen, that's my joint right there.
That slap.
You know why? Because he was singing and he can't sing.
He can't sing.
But
not like you, because you can
I
sing.
can sing.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I like the fact that people enjoy their voices even if they can't really sing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
That's
like
right.
Murder.
I do too. I think.
Mike, we've heard you sing.
Oh
Is that a
no.
challenge? Is that a challenge?
Challenge.
Mike,
Versus
here we go.
between you and Prince Hakeem.
We can get to it right now.
A versus?
Yeah.
We can get.
I don't have
we'll
my
do it
songs
later on in the
prepared.
show. We'll do it later on.
He
in the
said he doesn't
show.
have a song prepared.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out later.
Cue up all my Anthony
You have a
Hamilton.
song. I'm going to sing a part of it later
Yeah.
because I've been singing it all day.
This is exciting.
Yeah, you gonna love it. You gonna sing along with it when I do
I'm
it.
pretty sure I will.
Yeah,
Because that's what we do, you and I. We
it's
do
a song
duets.
that it's like a Beck G style song,
Oh my.
but the way I sing it though.
I'm joining in no matter what.
Yeah,
Because
Oh.
I'm this is exciting. Wow.
fair enough. Well, y'all know what time it is though,
Hey,
right?
let's get to it.
It's time for hot buttons.
You just pushed the button. You didn't let me finish. Yeah.
Hey, welcome Aville listening in, tuning in to the #1 show on Woo World Radio.
Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew.
So I have
You so petty. You've been on that pettiness today. You've been petty LaBelle all day today.
Mike Love, you don't
Got
believe that,
into
do you? Mike Love,
Oh
you don't
my
believe
I
that.
actually do.
God, what got into you today?
And it was such a subtle shot.
Am I wrong? She's been petty LaBelle all day.
God,
all day.
I hate that Ashley agreed with you.
I mean, I can only speak to the truth. You
Well,
petty,
the first time I didn't know what was happening.
it just slips out. It's just so
It slipped
natural
out.
to you.
Okay.
Shucks. Hey, what's up, Smooth Mass Beats?
Oh wow.
Oh, he says his name is Prince.
I know.
now.
We'll talk about that.
Okay,
later.
we'll talk about that later.
That's a different story.
That's definitely a different story. Let's get into it. It's the hot button news here with your girl Beck G on the Vinyl Word on Woo World Radio. First story: teacher hospitalized. Oh boy, on first day of school after parents assault over mask mandate.
Florida.
Close, California.
Oh, snap.
close in
That would have been my
misbehavior.
second guess.
Right. So an elementary school parent in California, right, and followed closely by New York, an elementary school parent in California allegedly assaulted a teacher after arguing with the school's principal about the statewide school mask mandate. Amador County Unified School District Superintendent letter in the school community on Thursday. Gibson later told the Sacramento Bee, which obtained a copy of the letter, that the incident began with an argument about the mask requirement. In her letter, Gibson described the incident as starting when the parent verbally assaulted the school principal. The incident escalated when an unnamed teacher stepped in to protect the principal. Gibson did not name the school at which the incident occurred, but said it happened after the first day of school on Wednesday. Police in Sutter Creek, a city southeast of Sacramento in Amador County, posted on Facebook about a Wednesday incident that appeared to match the superintendent's description. The Sacramento Bee reported. Officers with the Sutter Creek Police Department said they were sent to an elementary school in the area to address a disturbance between a parent and a staff member concerning COVID-19 procedures and facial maskings. Why? Y'all, I have a real life question.
Okay.
Why are parents that mad about
Right.
their children having to wear masks?
Because they're idiots.
I don't get it.
I mean, they're idiots.
And I have chillin'. I got my own chillins.
I got chilling too.
I got chillins.
And listen, if they say put a mask on, put a mask on.
Put a mask on.
I was somebody if they told me I had to vaccinate my son.
That
That you might get smacked.
That we fighting about.
Yeah. But put a mask on.
But put a mask on, my guy. All of that, these are mind control items, and I want my baby to have the free. Y'all, these are the same kids these are the same parents whose children are walking around telling them to shut the hell up.
Same ones.
Yeah,
same ones.
You're right. No, you're absolutely right.
Mom, I don't want to wear a mask. All right, I'm gonna listen. This is not about just your child, you silly fool.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Fools, the S on the end.
You gotta say what
Plural.
it is. Yes.
What are y'all doing? These children, they can catch COVID without a mask, and some can catch it with, depending on the flimsiness of their masks. But at the end of the day, this is how we've gotten along all along. It's what's helped prevent those who who haven't gotten it or haven't gotten it again. It's the agent that has helped us. Having a vaccine and wearing a mask are not related. I don't know why people keep putting those two things together like one is independent, is dependent on the other. Having a vaccine lowers your chances of catching, you're dying, having harsh symptoms, being hospitalized, that type of thing. The bottom line is a vaccine doesn't stop you from getting COVID. 1, it doesn't stop you from spreading COVID. 2, and it doesn't guarantee that you won't catch it or get sick. And so if you can have it and spread it to other people, wear a motherfucking mask.
Period. I don't understand. Like, they'll tell your kids you got to wear uniforms. Okay, well, I got to comply with that.
I'll wear a uniform. Oh, tall Ash.
I'll comply with your rules, but with a mask, that's infringing on rights. That's
good.
It's BS.
It's BS.
You're right.
California are crazy places.
Like love.
I don't know. Like my opinions kind of ties into the other topic for today, but it's stupid the things that some parents will complain about. A mask is the least of our worries right now.
Yeah.
Right.
And y'all complaining about the dumbest shit. Like it's so aggravating. Like there's so many things you could be worried about right now. And all these people are trying to do is like, hey, let's put a mask on your kid just in case. And you're like, no, that infringes on my kid's freedom. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Just put the mask on.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Like, I really, honest to goodness, I do not understand the uproar. I don't get it.
Can I compare something?
Yes.
Yep.
Finding somebody to say, I don't want my kid to have a mask on for their safety. It's just like arguing with a police officer when you get pulled over and your child is not in the car seat or have a seatbelt on. It's the same concept, right? So seatbelts may or may not save your life, but it's a preventive measure, right?
Right.
It's the same concept when they say put the mask on for safety reasons, right? We don't know 100% if it's going to save you or not, but at least give yourself a fighting chance. It's the same concept.
Yeah.
If you wear the seatbelt, it gives you a fighting chance.
Right.
So I hope the parents understand that, like, it's not about doing anything harmful to your child. I mean, if your child has that much of an issue and it may harm them, keep their little funky asses at home.
Keep their ass at
But you
home.
know what? It's not even that. It's a bunch of fake patriots. Because every time they don't want to put it on, they say it infringes on their rights. It's unconstitutional.
Okay. You also have the right to homeschool your damn child. You have that right. If you don't like it, this is what happens when you come to this organization, right? Absolutely. You come inside of this act, and teachers don't get paid enough for this shit.
But you know what?
They just don't get paid enough for somebody coming to school want to lay hands on them. Like, you don't get paid enough for that.
Yeah.
But this shows you how stupid people are. They're not smart enough to homeschool their kids.
Right.
Like the type of argument that the type of fight that they're choosing to fight shows that they're not fucking smart enough for this type of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm literally on your side. Like, you do have choices. Your child does have a choice to comply or stay home with you.
Period.
Stay at the crib.
Either way, it sounds like they're doomed.
Yeah. Someone's gonna fall behind. But
this is I don't understand the fight. Like, literally, I really don't get it. You want your child to be able to breathe air, catch COVID, and give it to other people. Is that what you're saying?
It's their fucking right, Beck.
It's their right.
It's a God-given right. It's a God-given right.
I want to catch COVID and spread it to other people. And you better let them.
It's to that parent that believes that.
You know what? You're a real piece of work.
I 100% believe that you do get that.
Absolutely. That has to be their argument.
Yeah.
The argument has to be, and I love that they're going to these school board meetings. They are doing everything. They're attacking the city council. They're attacking the school board. They are really, when people, this guy, I'm going to move on to the next story, but I saw a post today that this guy in, I don't even know what city he's in, but he went to a school board meeting, a white man, and it sounded like he was getting ready to be on their side. He says, "Hi, my name is so-and-so, and I'm here to talk about," he was actually talking about a critical race theory. He was talking about
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
And I likened his commentary to the commentary that I would give if I had to stand in front of a school board and talk about wearing a mask.
Yeah.
What are y'all fighting about? I don't get it. Y'all just want to go down in history of standing up for something, but you're standing up for the wrong thing. You entire idiot. You're actually whole idiots. Like I used to tell my children when they would say, you know, if I tell them to do something or they got in trouble and I gave them an opportunity to say their side and it was completely dumb, I would say, listen, I want you to go stand in the mirror, repeat what you said, and see, does it look as dumb as it sounds?
I want to hang out at your house.
Right. I was just thinking that. Like, I was on the wall at Beck G's house.
Listen, my kids, when I tell you, there were times I say anything. I double dog damn to laugh. And I'll be fussing, boom, and I lined up. And you don't believe water wet. And they'll be like, I wish it's something funny. And then
wow.
It's always a joke. Everything is a joke.
Real piece of work, G.
I got to get to this next story. And I hope that everybody, this has been on all of our minds.
Yeah.
All of our hearts. And I'm just going to bounce this commentary completely over to Mike Love once I read this story. But let's talk a little bit about what's happening in Afghanistan. This is so heartbreaking. So President Biden defends the decision to withdraw American troops from Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. What are we talking about again? My goodness. Or leave them there to be murdered and annihilated. Is that what? Okay. No commentary from me, no editorializing from Beck G. Okay. Over the last few days, pictures and videos have bubbled up on social media representing the current state of Afghanistan. As widely reported, the Taliban has regained control of the country nearly 20 years after U.S. forces pushed them out. The devastating results include deadly attempts, such as clinging to moving U.S. military planes, y'all, by Afghanistan natives to flee the country. Nonetheless, on Monday afternoon, President Joe Biden defended his decision to continue withdrawing troops from the war-torn country. He says, and I quote, "I stand squarely behind my decision. After 20 years, I've learned the hard way that there was never a good time to withdraw U.S. forces." Wow, President Biden said. That's why we're still there. We were clear-eyed about the risks. We planned for every contingency, but I always promised the American people I would be straight with you. The truth is, this did unfold more quickly than we anticipated. By this, President Biden is referring to the collapse of the Afghan government and armed forces. According to CNN, intelligence reports determined that last month that it could take weeks or months even after the U.S. departure for the capital city, Kabul, to fall. However, the reports were proven wrong when the Taliban took over the capital on Sunday. This is devastating. It's devastating. And we want our people to come home. We want our people to come home safe. We want our people to come home uninjured. But this is impacting those who have fought these 20 years. Mike, that's all we have to say. I need to bounce this over to you.
So it's like a kind of a sore spot for me because going over there and working with them. I went in 2011, the first time I went over there.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. And working with them and talking to them, it was just an eye opener. Like we knew for years that they weren't able to handle their own country. And a lot of the people that they're leaning on are people from the villages that live there. They're not, and I'm not trying to insult anyone there. There are a lot of nice people that live there, but they're not that intelligent. They don't have the proper tools to do anything. And I feel like the entire time we were there, we were just a crutch for them because they weren't really defending themselves. We were. When I went, I had the task of working with the Afghan National Army, helping them. Like myself and my partner, we set up their armory at Kandahar Air Base, which is used to be the Taliban's headquarters. So every week, my partner and I, we would go over there and we would work with these guys. We teach them how to build their own weapons. We teach them how to fix their weapons. And we showed them how to take inventory of all their weapons, because that was very important. Because what would happen over there is when these guys go on vacation, when they want to take time off work, like leave, they had to go back into the Afghanistan. They didn't go to like a lavish country. They went back into those villages where the family was. Unfortunately, they would go home and some of these guys would be blackmailed. So they would end up being recruited by the Taliban when they go home. And it was like, if you do not do this, we're going to murder your family.
Oh my!
So those guys that were part of that army would come back onto the base and do something just completely stupid and shoot up one of the dorms or something just wild like that to show their loyalty to the Taliban so their family doesn't get murdered. So a lot of these people don't want to be the part of the Taliban. They have no choice. So I understand that, going over there and talking to some of those guys. And a lot of them, and some of them that are there, they're just lazy. Like I forget the saying in the language that they use out there. It's called Pashto. And whenever we told them to do something, they would say, God willing, in that language. Like we'll say something simple like, hey, when I'm back here on Monday, I want all of this stuff to be inventoried. I need you to do that. And they'll say, yeah, God willing, in their language, a Pashto, meaning they're not really going to do that shit. So that let me know then they're not ready to take care of themselves if something were to happen.
Yeah.
So we've known for years, like people who are military and we've gone over there, anybody will tell you like, we kind of knew this shit was going to happen, but we also have to leave from over there. Like we're in a war that we're like a Band-Aid over there.
Yeah.
As soon as we rip the Band-Aid off, meaning we're leaving, it's going to get infected again. And that is exactly what happened. It just happened a lot faster than most people thought it would. But anybody who's military, we knew this was going to happen. And it's really, really sad, especially when you see those villagers, those innocent people who really wanted change for that country, swarming that airport, trying to get out of there because they know they're going to die if they stay there. There were people hanging from that plane and they were falling from the sky. People were found dead inside of the wheel well because they were doing their damnedest to get out of there. And then it makes you frustrated when you know stuff like that there's happening. And you got stupid motherfuckers over here arguing about not putting on a mask because it's infringing on their freedoms. When you have innocent people in Afghanistan literally risking their lives and dying, trying to get away from the Taliban because they know what's in store for them over there. It just sucks. And the thing about it is, it's like they just took over the entire country. And I'm not speaking for the entire military. I'm not even supposed to be talking about it. But if we go back over there, we're going to have a huge problem on our hands because they were prepared before when we went over there. Now they're going to be even more prepared because they know our routines. They know what we do. They have our equipment. They have our vehicles. They have our facilities.
Yep.
They know what we do. We were over there for 20 years. Yep. They learned from what we were doing. So if we come back, their approach to dealing with it is going to be totally different.
Yep.
Wow.
And it just fucking sucks. Like it really does. Like I hate watching it because like some of the memes and stuff, that shit's funny. It really is. But knowing that, like, damn, what if he sends us back over there? There's going to be I feel like a lot of people are going to get hurt.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be a lot of bloodshed.
I just want to add one thing. We can, I know this is a lengthy topic and it's crazy. Mike, thank you for your service, brother.
Yes, yes.
I have family members that serve as well, and I understand families can be affected. It's not just the soldiers. It's scary for everyone because you don't know if your loved one's going over, and you're worried every single day. For the families that you leave your children behind with someone, and you want to make sure that home is taken care of, but you're not present to do that part. But and we'll talk about this throughout the show because I know people want to probably call in about it. I just want to say this one, and I'm gonna play devil advocate on both ends, because one, we've been over there for 20 years. You know how long 20 years is?
That's a long time.
That's 2 decades, right? So 20 years we've been in a country trying to help that country get together.
Yeah.
And it took them 3 days to dismantle it. To Mike's point, they didn't want it, right? And so what people didn't realize, the Taliban actually was in government. They ruled over that land back in 1976 up to like modern time, right? So the time that we came in, the only reason that the United States came over, and correct me if I'm wrong, is because the Taliban was harboring the terrorists.
They fucked our powers up.
Taliban. It wasn't the Taliban that was the terrorist. That's not the terrorists. They was in government, more of a religious based group that ran the country.
No, so let me correct you there. So they are a terrorist organization. They are just a government funded terrorist organization.
So my thing is this. That's why I'm not 100% privy to this conversation I had with people. But my thing is this: if so, then why do we negotiate with terrorists? I thought we didn't, because President Trump negotiated with the Taliban to pull out. He said, "Look, we're gonna get up out of here. We were supposed to leave sooner, but Biden waited because he knew it's gonna be a shit show, right? 20 years." We had our family members over there protecting that land that we had no invested interest in, right? And so they said, well, it's like, bring our boys home. It's like when we was in the soldiers over in Vietnam, like, bring our people's home now. Like, let these people take over their own land. We're over here worrying about them when we got other things they need to be worried about over here. Like, at the end of the day, it's okay. As long as they don't come over here fucking around, we're gonna be good.
Yeah.
Let me leave you with something. Imagine being on your flight, right? You're on a plane, you're going somewhere. Imagine you start hearing like little nicks off the side of the plane.
Right.
You're like, what is that? I remember I was in Kandahar. I was at the Taliban's former headquarters, and I was going to Bagram Air Base, which is also in Afghanistan. And we had to fly over the mountains. And I was sitting up in the cockpit with the pilots because there wasn't that many of us on the plane. So they just let me sit up there with them. And I heard something, and it just kept hitting the plane. I was like, hey, what is that? He was like, oh, you mean that sound that's nicking? I was like, yeah, I hear it. It sounds like a rock. He was like, oh, that's the Taliban shooting at us.
Wow.
Imagine being in a plane and you can hear the bullets hitting off the side of your fucking aircraft.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Listen, we're gonna take a break. This
got heavy.
And people have something to say about it. We'll open up later on in the show. I had a call earlier today from someone that says, I gotta get on the show and talk about it. I was like, we might open it up later, but for right now, we gotta continue with the show.
And we have some comments even already here from our listeners. Shakira says, what were the last 2 years for? I'm from a military family. This shit is so effed up. I feel so bad for my Afghan friends. What about the hate that's going to grow in the hearts of the immigrants that are here? Is the government birthing the next homegrown attacks?
Yeah.
This is so unnerving. Like, we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So we'll talk more about this very serious topic, and please be very mindful that Mike can't answer but so much, and not because he doesn't know, but just because he literally is not allowed. There's only so much we can say. We can comment all day long. We have our thoughts. We all have our individual feelings. But I do please beg of all of you listeners to just be mindful, respectful of Mike's position, what he can and cannot say. So
fair enough.
We'll be right back. It's the Vinyl Word.
This is Travis Scott. 21-7.
You're listening to the Final Word.
What it do is the baby, and we in the mix.
So original. All I need is 5 minutes to get you digital. Every move you make is so pivotal. See you on the screen so clean, I'm really into you. Tell my name to fall back, I'm trying to get into you. And if it's that much of a problem, bite her to dinner too. I'm just playing, so what you into? I thought about you when I listened to this instrumental. The way your lips curve when you speak so softly, so gently. All I ask is when I call, come and get me. Caramel complected, talented, perfected, spiritual. You cover all the items on my checklist. Check. I bet you look good covered. I'll introduce you to Pop's little sister and mother. And if I had a brother, I'll introduce you to him too. I'm spontaneous, no telling what him do. May pop up in cans friends with Fritz and say la boo. It won't take long for me to hit you with I love you. I love you. I'm just playing, ain't trying to rush it. And if you tell me we should wait a while, I won't touch it. Get your Janet Jackson on, we can get our passion on much later if you would like. I got a saxophone that I can play for you, darling. Not really. Don't close the door and try to act deaf like you don't hear me. I just want you near me. Hope you understand me clearly. The most loved rapper, I'm humble, but most fear me. Check it. So you gonna open the door? You just gonna leave me standing out here begging? Don't do that. Come on.
All right, y'all. We are back. It's your boy Prince Hakeem.
Hey, it's your girl Beck G.
And I am DJ Mike Love.
Yeah, so we just come off of hot button news, and we've been talking about the war, quote unquote, here about the mask mandate as children prepare to go back to school. Groove Mass Beats made a comment. He said this generation was not growing up with discipline and having kids as teens. That can certainly have a lot to do with it. And then we're also talking about a heavier but similar topic, and that's what's going on over in Afghanistan. We've been there for 20 years, and it's still, like Ashley brought up on the break. This is as a result of 9/11, and who knew? You just made me remember that 9/11 happened 20 years ago. Come September 11th this year, it will be 20 years.
Where were you guys?
I was working. I was working close to Oceana Base in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and they got us out of there. You hear me? Got us out of there. But guess where I went to? Where I lived, which was less than 2 miles away from Norfolk Naval Base, the largest base.
Yeah.
So you know, not knowing what's going on, and we're only a few air miles away from Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It takes us 30 minutes to get to D.C. by plane from here, if 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So it was a terrifying time. So I was in Virginia, and my first born child was months old. So I was terrified. I watched people get phone calls at work that their relative was in the Twin Towers working.
Where you at, Prince?
I was in bed. I got a phone call from my mom, and she was like, "Turn the TV on." I'm thinking it's like, I think Independence Day was like not too far from the time frame. I thought it was like a movie trailer.
Like, bro, it seemed like it.
She was like, "It's a legit thing. Like they just attacked, the Pentagon, and then we talked about the Twin Towers." So it was a surreal moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like you didn't know how to feel and what to think in that moment, but it was just like, it was heavy. It was heavy.
Yeah,
Can we loosen this up? I'm sorry. Yeah, what was you, Ashley? I'm sorry.
I was in my freshman year of high school. I was leaving third period on my way to fourth period, and I will never forget the look on my social studies teacher's face. She was just staring at the screen like, "Oh my God!" I will never forget that as long as I live.
Yeah.
What about you, Mike?
I was my senior year of high school. I was in the weight room. We used to whenever we would leave class, we would just go straight to the weight room if we played sports. And I remember we were in the little classroom inside our weight room, and our coach came in. He was like, "Hey, you guys pipe down, watch the TV." And as he turned on the TV, the second plane was coming in, and it hit the towers. And we were like, "What is this, a movie?" And he was like, "No, this is New York." And we're like, "What?" And he was explaining it to us, and we were all just in disbelief. Like, it was so wild. And he was like in the brink of tears. And this Coach Armstrong, if you were to meet him, you would just be like, this guy is like a Viking giant. He was huge. Wow. He was like 6'6", stacked white guy, blonde hair. And he was at the brink of tears because his brother worked at the Pentagon.
Wow.
And we knew the Pentagon got hit too. So he couldn't get in contact with his brother. So he was like just super worried, which made everybody else worried. Because if we see our coach crying, like, this shit is wild.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Woo. You know, Mike, I just in times like these, and we'll move forward in the show. But in times like these, I have such a renewed reverence for those of you who serve in the military. Even TJ, Prince's brother, who is a big part of our show, he calls in and he gives us the business, no matter what the topic is.
He's going to join us later, actually.
Good. And we'll be glad to hear from him. And all of those around. We live in such a heavily populated town, a heavy military population here in our town, in our city, and in our district. It renews my reverence to what you all have gone through and what you all have done for us. Because I promise you, you all do a job and have done a job that I don't know that I ever would have had the courage to do. If they tried to, what is it called when they make you go to the military? If they tried to draft me, I'd have shot my own self in my knees, both of them.
Wow. Really?
I remember when they made everybody when they turned 18 sign up for the draft again.
Yeah.
Because I remember I had to go through it. I was like, I pray they don't break the draft act because I just signed my stuff for it. But I can imagine Prince's brother TJ, he probably has, closer experiences with that stuff out there with him used to be prior Army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's here. He just said that he's going to give us his opinion. He just made a comment here. He's watching us live. So we'll be hearing from TJ later on in the show. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Well, can we lighten it up just a little bit?
Let's. Gosh, this is what you call a hard turn.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all just made me. I'm gonna. Never mind. Y'all know what time it is.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the topic of the day.
Intrude, and you are in shot and screwed. You are
It's always Mike laughing for me. Before you get to that, everybody keep doing what you're doing. But look at Ashley.
That's the tell me that's not rolling papers.
These are not.
It looks like rolling papers.
These are by Clean and Clear.
Hey,
hold it. It was doing.
Blotting.
Ashley.
Sure.
Ashley, hold it up and go ahead.
Go ahead and roll it. Roll it real quick. Can I have one? Can I have one real quick? I'm gonna show you how these are actually rolling paper.
They're not rolling paper.
It is a rolling paper. Look at this. It's a rolling paper. So what you do, right?
Lindsay, it's not strong enough to hold your Mary Jane.
Roll that sucker right on up in that Jane.
Anything is strong enough for that.
And you
Ashley's a little warm, y'all. She's a little warm.
Rolling paper right there. That's a rolling paper. Y'all see that?
Smoke it, Prince.
You know what I'm saying? Like that Jane. Blue haze. I don't smoke, but y'all all right. Y'all get the picture.
Oh my gosh.
I wish you had Rick James Mary Jane queued up. every time she went to dab her face.
Oh wow!
Don't do me like that. These are film blotting sheets. I've been using them.
That's the most fanciest thing I've seen all
This
day.
is super fancy. That is beyond measure fancy.
And it's the first time you've heard that?
Yeah.
Don't do me like that.
You know that's not the first time you heard it.
First time I've heard that. I've never heard that reference before.
Yeah. Okay.
Now everybody's about to start using them. Y'all, I mean,
Yeah.
we're in media. We need to have these on deck.
Okay. Rolling papers. All right. Topic of today. It reads, it's actually a letter.
Okay. Yay.
Reads, he is waiting for her to die.
What?
Let me finish. He is waiting for her to die. My unhappily married father wants to stop his wife from inheriting his estate, but he won't get a divorce. It's a long letter, so I'm gonna sum it up a little bit for you. She wrote this in sections, so
good God Almighty.
She's serious about it. She does not like her stepmother, and it is what it is. Hold on, let me get this right real quick for us. All right, so I'm very close to my father, but not my stepmother. They have been married for 21 years, and it's an unhappy marriage. My father will not get a divorce because he lives an extravagant lifestyle for the most part, but you know, he doesn't want to get a divorce because they live in a state where it's not it's an equitable distribution state.
Okay.
Where it's not like a community property state, right? So yours is yours and mine is mine. So
split down the middle.
So he's earned over six figures since they've been married for 21 years.
Okay.
High earning man, right? But he feels like if he leaves her, that the money he has to pay her every month is going to force him to work for the rest of his life. He wants to retire, but he just can't.
Wow.
Right? Is that a fucked up feeling to have?
Yeah.
They did not have a prenup, so she'll have rightful ownership to the things that is left if they split, however that goes. They build cars together, the daughter and the father, like they restore cars and stuff like that, right?
Okay.
So she wanted to know, like, if something happens to her father, does she have right to his property?
Right.
They own a home. Her name is on the deed, the wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he said that if something happens to him, he's going to make sure that she's okay. She'll be able to inherit the cars and things like that. But she's worried once the father dies, if he dies before the woman, that she would change everything over because she is the primary person on everything. So she's a little worried. So it sounds to me in this letter, she's plotting to kill the woman.
Let me just hear that. I don't want to be.
I was going to say, I don't want to be an accessory.
It sounds like she's plotting to kill.
Right. Don't call my name in the courthouse.
She goes on to say he had a health scare this year and led to her asking these questions. And so you got to think about it. Her dad's up in age. And she just feels like this lady is out for blood. The lady is vindictive. They don't like each other. Like, they live in the house together, don't like each other, but they just tolerate each other. So the woman, right, the stepmom, 21 years ago, she quit her job. Like, she did not go back to work at all. She set it up nicely, by the way. No prenup, right? She have a high earning man. She quit her job.
Yeah.
Which says, you've been taking care of me this whole time. You go to court, they're like, you want to continue taking care of her. You did it for 21 years.
Yeah.
Where do you think you're going? And in 21 years, she doesn't look like she did 21 years ago.
Right.
But wait, what's love got to do with it?
What's that?
Nobody looks like they did.
No, but see what he's probably thinking in his head is like, I'm paying for it. I want the best looking thing I'm paying for.
God.
You always adding stuff.
No, it's going what do you mean? Going off of
you make up people's names. He said this seems like
I'm
his
just
name
projecting.
is.
I didn't make a name yet. I want to call him Jeff. I'm gonna call him Jeff. I'm gonna call her Laura. So Jeff and Laura hate each other. And his daughter call Tori. Tori just really hates her stepmom, and it sounds like she's kind of want to kill this lady so her dad can get away because they're very, very close.
Oh my God.
So let me ask you, if you was in a situation like this and your father remarried and the stepmother is just unbearable, lack of better words, and you can tell that she's out for the money, what would you do? Like, would you urge your dad to say, just leave her and just deal with the consequences later? I just want you to be happy. Or do you go find a person that can take care of her problem? What do you do?
As the daughter?
As the daughter.
I do.
Would you fight her?
Well, I would have been tripped her a couple of times. At Thanksgiving, she'd have been hit her head on the table because I stuck my foot out. But no, really, like, what can you do? The daughter has no power at this point, and I hope I certainly would not be plotting to kill the stepmother because, despite dad saying, well, I don't want to divorce, I don't want to leave her because she'll get half. Well, she's gonna get a whole if he dies before she does. So the daughter really has nothing to do with it. That doesn't sound good, and that probably doesn't feel good, from the door to the daughter's ears. But honestly, she can't do diddly squat. And
right.
Wait a minute, I don't know how this works. So if there's a married couple, and let's say the dad has a will, if he dies before the wife and his will says, I want everything to go to my daughter,
everything goes to the daughter.
Everything goes to the daughter.
Okay, because that's in his will, right?
Right.
So then he needs to write a will.
But
I don't know what's happening.
He has one. She's just afraid that everything in the will, the mother-in-law is going to try to annul, I guess.
No, because you can't fight for that.
Yeah, because she said in the thing, jewelry was left to her, and the stepmother sold the jewelry that was left for her as a teenager.
Ooh.
It was $50,000 worth of jewelry.
Oops.
Wow. Oh, she is vindictive.
Wow, I didn't see that part.
Yeah.
What happens when I don't read the story before we go on air?
So TJ says, nope, stay your ass out of it. That's dad's problem. The daughter seems like she needs to get some rich.
No, I mean,
why did we put this on the screen?
Because
I didn't read it all the way before I put it on the screen.
It's TJ. You already know how it was going down. But I do feel that way, TJ. She needs to stay out of it. It's really her concern is not. I don't hear in this story that the daughter is concerned about her father's well-being. She's concerned about his health.
I would say,
and she needs to stay out of it.
Start moving assets to the daughter's name.
You can't do that incognito. Like, she's gonna know what's going on.
Yeah,
you think so?
Yeah, for sure.
A little bit at a time.
I don't know. I don't think she does.
Nosy. She seems nosy.
She seems
this is the thing. I don't think she is, because it seems like all the stepmom is worried about is being taken care of. She's not worried about no paperwork. She's not worried about none of that shit. As long as she gets what she gets, she's fine. So I know she's not going to look in, or I feel in my heart, my whole heart right here, that the stepmom is not looking into that kind of stuff because she don't care.
No, she cares. No, she cares.
She thinks that she's gonna get all that stuff.
No, she's about that bread.
She sold the jewelry.
Yeah, she did that.
Yes.
She does her due diligence.
Yeah, so I didn't read that part of it, but the stepmom already sold some stuff like family heirlooms and things like that, jewelry that was up to like $50,000. So she's about that bread. She's going to look into whatever it looks like. But I'm just saying, if it was me and it was my dad, and I love my dad, I want him to be happy, I want him to be able to get away, I would try to urge him to do the right thing at first. And then, one day on a Sunday afternoon, when we all at the house hanging out, about to go downstairs to eat brunch, so happens she falls down a stairs or two.
Oh no, somebody do CPR.
Oh no, somebody call 911.
Help.
My phone's dead, and so is mine. And we're off this long beaten path road. What are we gonna do? Will somebody pick her up? My back is broke. Okay. I hurt my hand yesterday.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, that would be me.
She definitely is going to try to do something like that, because I'm looking at the story now.
Yeah.
What consequence did she suffer as a result of selling this $50,000 worth of jewelry?
She's been sitting on that. Tori been sitting on this. She's been contemplating since that jewelry ended up missing. She already thought to herself, it wouldn't be so bad if she come up missing.
What I'm saying is, what did the dad do to her?
Probably nothing.
Nothing he could do.
So daddy. I think daddy's talking out both sides of his mouth. He's appeasing his daughter while she's in his presence.
I don't know.
What you think?
So I feel this story on so many levels.
Oh no.
Do you?
I really do. My dad remarried when I was very, very young.
Now this is daddy that wrote.
And I did not like my stepmother at all.
Is this your letter, Mike?
Huh?
Is this your mic? Is this your letter?
I changed my identity by calling it.
Girl versus a guy.
Oh, that was slick.
So I pray to God. My stepsisters and my half sisters never hear this story.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, I don't know if you guys can tell by the way I act, but I've never had my ass whooped before.
Okay.
And I was in Texas when I was a kid visiting my dad, and my stepmom, when she was just dating my dad, tried to beat me when I was a kid. It didn't really work out for her, and I had to lock myself in the room until my dad came home from work because the table got broken in her attempt to whoop my ass. And I just could remember, like, she would do spiteful things. Like, she used to smoke cigarettes. Her and my dad used to smoke cigarettes. And I remember they were taking me somewhere, and my little brother, and this bitch rolled up all the windows and was just smoking cigarettes.
Wow.
And we would be in the backseat dying.
She was trying to get y'all cancer.
I remember.
Wow, Mike.
Hold on. So I remember as a kid, I was thinking to myself, I was like, I can't wait till she dies. That is a horrible thing to think as a child. Yeah. And then it's a terrible thing to think as a child. But at the time, I'm like, she's trying to kill us. I can't breathe back here.
Wow.
She was so spiteful to us as kids for no reason. And I remember just thinking to myself, I was like, I can't wait till Ann dies.
Did she die?
She died. So she died of lung cancer from smoking.
No.
I am sorry, Ann.
I'm trying. But what do you want from me? What do you want from me, Becky? What did you think I was going to do? What do you think
I thought you were going to sit and look straight ahead.
It wasn't the fact that he said what he said, is how he said it.
Okay,
it got me.
So she passed away when I was a kid. No, she didn't pass away when I was a kid. I'll take that back. I'm sorry. She actually passed away when I was working with you guys at the other station.
Did y'all kill her
what?
Okay.
In 2016, she passed away.
I didn't even realize that, Mike.
And I remember, because I didn't mourn. And I was just like thinking in my head, I was like, I felt bad. I felt bad.
Oh man!
Because check it. I felt bad because
the best.
So I felt bad because I didn't feel bad about her passing away.
That's okay.
I only felt bad because my little sister was, I think, 10 or 11 at the time this happened.
That was genuine, Ash. And
then I remember, and then like more layers of this. Like I remember going to visit my dad when he had cancer in 2017. Mm-hmm. And my dad was dating somebody else, horrible fucking person, and I hated her too. And right. And so I remember my dad pulled me outside. We were having a cookout. My dad pulled me outside. He's like, "Hey son, let's go outside and talk." And I was like, "Okay, cool." It's like, "What's up?" And he was like, "I have 3 life insurance policies." I was like, "Okay." He was like, "I'm leaving them all to you." Now, mind you, my dad has 6 children. Only 2 of those children are his biological children. The rest are through marriage and adoption. So I'm standing out here with him, and I'm like, "This nigga's drunk."
Yo,
he was like, "I have 3 insurance policies, Michael." He was like, "And I left them all to you." He was like, "What I want you to do is split them amongst." This should actually be a topic of the day for a whole nother show. But he was like, I want you to split these insurance policies between you and your brother and your sister Patty."
Wow.
I only lived with 3 of my other. I only lived with 2 of my other siblings growing up because my dad was in Texas with his other children. Mm-hmm. So growing up, we had no support from my dad, and me and my dad, we worked that whole situation out. But he gave us no support as children. But he left everything to me and my brother. And with that, from that day, he told me that all I could think was, he better not marry this new bitch.
Did he?
No, thank God.
Well, I want to say this.
But I felt this story. As soon as I read it, I was like, I feel where she's coming from.
You see why I'm saying it wouldn't be a horrible situation one Sunday afternoon right before brunch. We're heading down to the kitchen. Oopsie daisy, somebody falls. And the next thing you know, oopsie daisy falls. And phone's charged. And we don't know how to get in contact with the authorities to notify them until the phone charges up. And that takes about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It does.
She's
We don't
bleeding
have
out.
fast chargers.
Broken. I don't know what to do.
I don't know
The
what to
phone
do.
lines out here are out because we're in the middle of the country. I'm
Middle of
just
the
saying.
country, right.
And if it was me,
Gosh,
I would
my
have been
phone's
saying,
dead, and so is
and
stepmom.
so is stepmom's been dead. Hers broke on the way down.
Bro,
So,
that's a tough decision to make. Like, just think, if you truly do not like your stepmom and you see something happen to her, are you going to save her life or are you just going to let her die?
you know what I would do?
Close my eyes.
No, you know what I actually would do? No, real talk. What I would do, I would take a break, but before I do, I would turn the song on. It's the final word.
It's the final word. Oh my gosh.
We're here at Bad Boy Television, and I'm Trevin Jones, and I've been conversing with the mad rapper, and quite frankly, he's very mad. We're going to try to find out why.
This goes out to you. This goes out to you, and you, you. This goes out to you. This goes out to you. This goes out to you, you. Your reign on the top was short like leprechauns as I crush so-called willies, thugs, and rapadons. Get in that ass quick fast like Ramadan. It's that rap phenomenon. Don Dada, fuck Papa. You got to call me Francis M.H. White intake like toast. So iron was told in shootout, stay low and keep firing. Keep extra clips for extra shit. Who's next to flip on that cat with that grip on rap? The most shady. Frankie, baby. Ain't no telling where I may be. May see me in D.C. at Howard Homecoming with my man Capone drumming fucking something. You should know my stilo. And from 10 G's for blow to 30 G's a show to orgies with O's I never seen before. So, Jesus, get off the notorious. Clean us before I squeeze and bust. If the beef between us, we can settle it with the chrome and metal shit. I make it hot like a kettle get. You're delicate, you better get who sent you. You still pedal shit. I got more rides than great adventure. Biggie,
how are you gonna do it? Do it.
Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. On your mark, get set. When I spark you wet, look how dark you get when you're marked for death. Should I start your breath or should I let you die? In fear, you start to cry. Ask why. Lyrically, I'm worship. Don't front the word sick. You cursed it, but rehearsed it. I drop unexpectedly like bird shit. You herbs get stuck quickly for royalties and show money. Don't forget the publishing. I punish them. I'm done with them, son. I'm surprised you run with them. I think they got coming them. Cause they nothing but dicks. Trying to blow up like nitro and dynamite sticks. Man, I smoke hydro. Got paid off my flow. Rhyme with my own clip. Take trips to Cairo. Lay in with your bitch. I know you praying you was rich. Fucking prick. When I see you, I'ma kick in the door. Waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door. Waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door. Waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door. Waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. This goes out for those that choose to use disrespectful views on the king of NY. Fuck that. Why try? Throw bleach in your eye. Now you're brailing it. Snatch that light shit. I'm scaling it. Conscience of your nonsense. In 88, so more powder than Johnson & Johnson. Took steel like Bronson. Vigilante. You wanna get on, son? You need to ask me. Ain't no other kings in this rap thing. They siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. It's ill when MCs used to be on cruddy shit. Took home, ready to die. Listen, study shit. Now they on some money shit. Successful out the blue. They lightweight. Fragile. My 9 milli make the white shake. That's why my money never funny. And you still recouping. Stupid.
This is Woo World Radio.
All right, y'all. We are back. And that song, it's a perfect song. It's your boy Prince Hakeem.
Hey, it's your girl Beck G.
And I'm DJ Mike Love.
So yeah, if it was my step, we would have that Sunday talking about.
Yeah.
That Sunday afternoon.
I heard what you did there.
I would have kicked in the door.
Yeah.
Waving that 4-4, and she would have flipped. She would have fell down them steps.
Mike Love, what were you laughing at on the break?
Pantyhose ripped.
What was I laughing at on the break?
Yeah. What were you laughing at on the break?
Well, I was hiding off screen, trying to eat pizza. And then when I look back, Prince was rolling up some
oil blotting paper to smoke it.
It's pretty durable too.
It's durable.
Yeah.
We've concluded that it would burn fast and rough.
And
you think so?
Yeah.
Wait a
We
minute.
concluded it
What?
would burn fast and rough.
What?
I think it would burn rough.
What?
Maybe not fast.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about the oil blotting.
It did not sound like that to me.
How did you miss that?
It could be burning hot and rough.
There's no
nice and easy.
Oh God.
Okay, Tina.
I don't want nothing to burn.
You hear Mike Love?
Nice and rough. Sorry. All right.
Oh gosh, more foolishness. Here we go.
Y'all know what time it is, right? You know what time, right?
Let's go.
Time for the crazy news with DJ Mike Love.
Hey.
Yo, you know what it is. I am DJ Mike Love, and I am here with your crazy news. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is kind of funny.
It is.
All right, here we go. Lin May got pregnant at 68 after drunken one-night stand by baby's alleged father claims. When
Did I do a good job?
Yeah.
You did an excellent job.
Awesome.
When Mexican actress Lin May announced on Sunday that she was pregnant at the age of 68, it's fair to say that there were as many questions from fans as there were from congratulatory messages. Taking to Instagram, May posted a series of photos of her in the arms of fresh-faced man as she wrote in Spanish, "I am very happy to announce that I am 3 months pregnant, and Marcos, D1 official, is very happy that he will be a dad." Yet in an interview with Newsweek, Marcos D1, the 29-year-old singer she names as the father of her child, has admitted that he was baffled as everyone else when he was made aware of the stars headlining, making social media posts. Marcos' real name, Marcos Hernandez, says that only he was unaware of May's purported pregnancy, but that the baby would have been conceived naturally during a drunken one-night stand in Mexico City earlier this summer. The sole occasion they were intimate and the last time they spoke. "We never had an actual relationship," he tells Newsweek from his Southern California home. "It was kind of curious to me because I did go to Mexico to the Pepsi Center to an event that we were invited to. We drank. I drank so much that I don't even know what happened that night. It was just crazy."
I think the takeaway from this story is
wrap it up.
Don't drink to get drunk.
Wrap it up.
Because you could have impregnated a grandmother out here,
bro.
And didn't realize it, but she knew the whole time.
Imagine,
grandma.
Imagine this: you are secretly smashing an older woman that your mama know, right?
Wow.
And then you and your mama find out at the same time that you've been smashing her friend from church, and she's pregnant.
You didn't realize you smashed?
Gross.
No. That's
she found out that. Oh, I got what you're saying. I'm like,
he knew what he was doing.
Like, Ma, what do you want from me? Have you seen her,
bro? You know how many friends I have that tell me like they first kid, they were so drunk they just don't know what happened.
Right.
Oh my God. I think the biggest takeaway is wrap it up. You are never.
He was drunk. He didn't remember anything. How was he going to wrap it up?
You can't be. You're never too drunk to put a raincoat on.
Yes, you are.
That's a fucking lie.
That is a horrible story.
Excuse me.
Let me ask Ashley this question. Now you jumped into it. Explain yourself. What do you mean you're never too drunk to wrap it up?
You cannot be. Well, you know what? I take that back.
Okay.
Because you can be so incoherent that you just, like he said, he didn't know what he was doing. But my goodness, 68 years old and pregnant.
Okay.
Like, not expect 68.
Okay, like wrap it up and all of this kind of stuff.
I was just
talk about that this lady looks like a lion.
I was just about to say that Latin women age wonderfully.
Let me tell you something.
What?
Because my wife.
How does she look?
Y'all have seen my wife, right?
She's beautiful.
My wife is Cuban.
His wife is beautiful. Yes.
My wife is almost 40 years old. Doesn't look it.
She's beautiful.
Yes.
She is
So
beautiful.
just before I made that statement, I just went on Instagram.
That's what I want you to say. The lady
I found Lynn May. She does not look Mexican. She looks Asian.
Well,
and
she
looks spoiled.
She looks what?
She looks like a cat. She looks like spoiled milk.
She looks spoiled. Her expiration date passed a long time ago.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Spoiled like that, or like spoiled like
spoiled like milk. Look, she looks like
Hold
a
on,
lioness.
All right, so that okay. And back in the day, Lynn back in the day though?
No, there's where?
Lynn,
Lynn back in the day where?
This Lynn right here?
Where?
This
Which
Lynn
one?
right here?
Oh, that one.
She would have got pregnant for sure.
Yeah.
Now the other one,
That face,
bro.
this one,
strong.
this one, that one,
I like
one
what
should
you
have been
said. Strong.
that one, that one was dead.
Prince.
That
He didn't
was-
smash.
Where'd you find that picture?
Prince. He didn't smash Lynn from back in the day.
Say what? He didn't. Yeah,
He didn't smash.
kinda did.
He smashed Lynn. He smashed
kinda
Lynn.
did.
He smashed Lynn from March.
In his mind, he was thinking to himself, "I just got to close my eyes and
pump.
imagine her from back in
And
the
this is how I know he's lying. If you go to her page where she made that announcement, because I'm on it right now, where she made and she left it up. They're together several times over.
Yeah.
Oh, so he lied. He lied on
He's-
himself.
You know
He's
what it
been
was?
hitting this for a long time. She has receipts.
He was throwing bowling balls in there the whole time, thinking that she couldn't get nothing because she's 68. Guess
Yeah.
what? Nature said, "Psych."
And if I was young and single, that would be my downfall too.
Wow, you just like you shouldn't be able to bear any children. Psych.
Let me ask you a quick question. Is that her real head?
Badge, you know I gotta give it to you. I gotta
Beck.
real piece of work. Her real head.
Yes. Did she? You know they transplant and they do all kind of stuff. Did she?
So you think she got a head transplant?
She got a head transplant.
Head game
Because
strong.
the head game is strong. Wait, pause.
Her jaw.
Apparently it is. Apparently
It really is.
Like,
Boy.
I like this question because
She looks like the parrot that's on her page.
You and Beck G.
Matt, I might because you're a guy. I have to ask and be honest
What?
with me.
Okay.
How would you felt when you found out that you got her pregnant? Like, would you been kind of like, oh, it is what it is, or would you been like stuck for like 2 days straight? Like you wouldn't know what to say.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd cry.
No, for real.
You would cry.
Cry real tears.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I'm 29 years old. She's 68. She's gonna die soon. I gotta take care of that kid.
Wow, Mike, this is what you think of?
He got to with that
You
big
have-
old head,
look,
hauling that around.
David got a bowling ball.
This
He-
is clearly an accident.
Yeah, this was not an on purpose or even if I went on ahead and
Can you imagine her trying to breastfeed?
Oh wow.
with what?
She's not breastfeeding. Come on, y'all know
the
she's
milk is
not
coming out as
breastfeeding.
powder. It's
Fam,
coming out as cocaine.
She's not
I
breastfeeding.
guarantee you her titties look like runny eggs on a nail.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, this lady is not. It is not
boy.
nice to call people.
I am very creative, by the way.
I see.
UGLY. She ain't got no alibi. She ugly.
Wow.
She ugly.
Lynn May looks like an Asian drag queen from
No.
Thailand.
No, that's a shame to drag queens. No, sir.
Because some drag queens just don't care. They just put a mop on and some thick ass makeup. And
Wow.
A mop on.
This lady has had a lot of plastic surgery. That's all I'm
A
saying.
whole lot.
Whoa, yo!
But look at her old pictures though.
Look at this video, fam.
Which one?
You
Turn
said-
it around.
He's gonna send it to us.
Ah!
You see that? You know, she looks like Jigsaw.
That's it.
Oh my
That's
God.
it. That's
Yes, she
exactly.
does.
I knew it was something. That's it. That's
Jigsaw?
it. Man, where's the ping 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 noise? Where's that?
Yo,
That's it.
Wow.
she took his dick out and was like, "Let's play a game." Fam.
Like, you know what, Mike? You know what, Mike? I can't with you today. You
know what? You're a real piece of work.
That was a good one. I gotta give it to you.
I'll take that. But she looks like Jigsaw.
Let's play a game.
You so freaking looply nailed it. Listen, she wrote a post back 2 weeks ago, and the post a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
The post says I translated. It says the world can say whatever they want. We don't hurt anyone. We just live today, and I like fresh meat.
Oh shit.
Marcos D1 official. I love you, goddess of love. Hashtag Lin May soon at hashtag Hollywood. They've been getting it on for a minute and a half.
Yes, they have. Marcos is lying.
He's lying. And there's plenty of pictures of them that are not new. These are old, and he keeps showing up with her, and he's got his hand around her waist the same way he had his
His ding dong in her old lunchbox.
Key in her ignition.
It's key in her ignition.
Hey, real talk. Y'all stop giving her business like this. It's not fair. It's
She
not
made
her
it
fault.
public.
I know she did, but
and it is her fault. She made herself look
she
like
was able
that.
to get a cub. Be happy for her. We gotta take a break.
This is
real pieces of work.
I'm grossed out.
When we come back, we're gonna open up the phone lines. I know you guys want to join into the conversation we had today. We want to hear from you guys as well.
Look away.
What do you think she had WAP?
No, it's no way.
You don't think
he
so?
Definitely had to use some KY. Wow. I don't know. I'm just
68.
Yeah, I'm being
She has some
petty.
good WAP.
They say people in the senior citizen homes.
They get it on more than anybody they know.
Wow. Why did she just say she had that juicy lube? Let's take a break.
Oh, it's the final word.
Hey, I'm Ariana Grande. Hey, yo, this Cardi B.
What's up? It's Megan Thee Stallion.
You're in the mix with the Vinyl Word. Vinyl Word. Vinyl Word.
I think you so strange. I cannot explain. I think you all day. I can't get off my brain. 'Cause every time you touch me, I get a little touchy too. Loving you so strange. Can't get off my brain. Yeah. Woo. You got me twisted. I'm flat twisted. Yeah. Can't get enough of that position. Oh. Yeah. Little Ariana, how you work it. All that designer that you working. Girl, that so good that she put me to sleep. See, I hit it so hard, got that don't repeat. Run it back. Can't get enough of when you on your knees. And I know it's only just a tease. Yeah. I think you so strange. I cannot explain. I think you all day. I can't get off my brain. Oh no. 'Cause every time you touch me, I get a little touchy too. Loving you so strange. Can't get off my brain.
This is Woo World Radio.
Yeah.
No matter how long.
No matter how long it takes.
It's the #1 station blazing the airwaves.
Right here, so keep it locked.
This is Woo World Radio.
No fly zone. Please stay the fuck out my airspace. Say things behind her back, so they wouldn't dare say. Know it's on sight when I see you. I'm working at Squarespace.
Yeah, top of the morning, I know that you thought I was dormant. Woke up early from shots that was swarming. A block from the outside, the cops in the orbit. Cause somebody got popped, now they knocking on doors trying to find an informant. But I ain't seen Nathan, I'm minding my business. As God is my witness, the weapon gon' prosper that's forming against me. I'm starving immensely. Know when I'm done with these songs, you gon' miss me. John Moran, I'm on my grizzly. Music inches cuz, but no, not the ones in the big leagues. After the fall off, I promise I'm coming and selling out Wrigley's. I'm just a product of poverty, full of narcotics to profit off quickly. My family tree got a history of users that struggle with demons, not really the hustler instincts. Therefore, often my pockets was empty. So while some of my partners were serving up on the corners of project assemblies, me, I was starting to envy. Wanna be on the top where it's plenty. Wanna be. Hey. Whoa. Hey. Hey. Yeah. I'm making a change today. The liquor been taking the pain away. I heard you was giving your chain away. That's kind of like giving your fame away. What's wrong with you? I sit in a box where the owners do. A boss is a road that I've grown into. I love you to death, but I told you the truth. I can't just be with you and only you. Yeah, I got one Virgil, got one, and that day is the only two, man. How many times have I shown improvement? How many nights I've been woke, swerving the potholes, not trying to put the wheels on the road, okay? Funny how life goes. He thought he was sick, now we wiping his nose, okay? Soon as you give him your soul, you blow up and they say you're selling your soul, okay? They want my life exposed, they want to know about the highs and lows. Well, summer all I did was rest, okay? And New Year's all I did was stretch, okay? And Valentine's Day I had sex, okay? We'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay, okay, we'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay, okay, we'll see what's about to happen. Hey, hey, we'll see what's about to happen. Hey, we'll see what's about to happen. I'm making a change today. The liquor been taking the pain away. I heard you was giving your chain away. That's kind of like giving your fame away. What's wrong with you? I sit in a box where the owners do. A boss is a road that I've grown into. I love you to death, but I told you the truth.
Is Whoa World Radio.
Hey, I'm Ariana Grande. Hey, yo, this Cardi B. What's up? It's Megan Thee Stallion.
You're in the mix with the Vinyl Word. Vinyl Word.
All right, y'all. We are back. We are back. It's your boy Prince Hakeem.
Hey, it's your girl Beck G.
And I am DJ Mike Love.
Y'all better now? Y'all okay?
We're fine. Ash is in the building, and thank you for playing by Trey Songz. It's one of my favorites.
You like that? Try to fit it in where I can.
I know. I appreciate you. Gosh, are we finished? Are we just talking about?
I'm not going to talk about
Cat
that lady
Lady?
no more. That is horrible.
It's Cat Lady.
That's horrible.
It's
Well, we're going to open up the phone lines. I know we have some people wanting to call in. We're going to talk about what's going on in Afghanistan right now. I know it's been 20 years since we've been over there. We just, pulled the troops out, and people are like conflicted with it, right? They show you images like that, like them jumping on the plane and trying to, leave and falling off, like what I'm saying,
like
so
to their death.
Anybody that watches that, you can't sit there and
That's
be like
desperation.
Yeah, you can't sit there like, it's kind of whatever. You feel that,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and it's not a good feeling to be able to see another human that desperate.
It's really frightening. That's frightening.
But obviously, there's reason why we had to pull out, and we're going to open up those phone lines. I know there's a few people. Make sure you hit us up. The number is 917-994-0362. Beck G.
Yeah, that's 917-994-0362. Give us a call here at the Vinyl Word Show. Ask for Prince on this one.
Yeah, I mean,
ask for Mike Love. No.
we want to hear from you. I want to know what y'all feelings are about it. Either way, but please be respectful.
Please be respectful. Express your opinion. Please do that. But please be respectful. And when we're saying be respectful, we're talking about, have some consideration for the dead, for the injured, for our American troops, and for the situation at hand. It's a very sensitive topic. There's no way to, say something and be neutral. There's no way to say something and be completely agreeable. I mean, it's a very sensitive topic, especially for those who have lived this over the last and throughout the last 20 years, those who have served, those who have lost family members, in Afghanistan and in the war and in the trainings. And it's I can never, I said to Ashley, even on break, y'all, I never understand war. There are people, I have friends who can break down, politics and the military and war and even peace. I never can wrap my mind around war. I don't understand. And I'm talking about not because I'm stupid. I'm talking about I literally cannot grasp why we war. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean,
and why we war.
It's been around since the the beginning.
Yeah, I know, but I can't wrap my mind around from then, and I don't understand it now.
It's a human thing. So if you look at wars, humans are only species and creatures on this earth that go to war. Like we're the only ones that actually war, right? So it's a human thing that we just can't control. Unfortunately, it is embedded in us. You don't see a group of lions, like 1,000 lions fighting against 1,000, other lions. It doesn't work that way.
I think it's caused by religion.
War.
Religion has a huge part of it, absolutely.
Because, and the reason why I think it's caused by war is because I know in some of these places over there, you have Muslims, but then you have radical extremist Muslims that are different from regular Muslims. So just like how we have radical Christians here.
Yeah.
You know how you know that one person who thumps the Bible and they go by literally every single thing in that Bible. They have people like that are like that about the Quran.
Yeah.
And they're willing to die about it, and they're going to die to make you feel the same way about it.
But that's not only the case in every war, though, because
no,
Vietnam War wasn't about that. World War II wasn't. World War I, World War II wasn't like that. The Civil War wasn't about that. It's the common denominator is humans. We just, for some reason, we believe that the best way to solve an issue is to kill each other.
I don't understand. That's the part I don't get.
Right.
Maybe my question is this: what does war solve? Maybe I'm asking that.
Absolutely nothing.
Maybe I'm asking that. I'm telling y'all, as seasoned as I am in age and maturity and experience.
You ain't old.
Well, I'm of a certain age.
You said that,
and I said that shaking my shoulders, The only thing I wasn't doing was blotting my oil with the oil blotting paper.
Beck G, do your coats have those shoulder pads in them?
No, I do. I did purchase a coat this past winter that I put on, and I didn't tell the kids I bought it, and it had shoulder pads in it.
We got a caller, so we won't bring the caller, and I believe it's TJ. You don't realize it's TJ.
Who this?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's up?
Hey,
Yo.
TJ.
Hey,
brother
TJ,
TJ.
nice to meet you.
TJ, say hey to Ash. Yes.
Nice to meet you too.
What's going
Hey,
on, Talk, bro.
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, I every morning I get up and I be toned up when I get on. I see subjects like this that go on the news, or like right now it's beating our country up right now. And this morning I woke up and I had a heart-filled conversation with Tyrone because I go to the gym. I got a lot of Army buddies that's retired, some that's still in the military, and I had some views of what happened over there. I know I heard some of y'all say y'all was in high school when this happened. I was literally my fourth year in the military when 9/11 happened. So at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and it was a hurtful day for our country, hurtful day for us as soldiers and sailors and airmen and Marines. That we had to go out here and defend our country against extremist terrorism. But first, before I get into that though, the comment about why we go to war.
Yes.
You stupid at all. Period.
Thank you.
So for you to have that feeling that you don't understand war, it don't make you stupid. Or feels you should say that you stupid behind because it's stupid to have war over nothing. If I'm going to go fight somebody, it's going to be because you did something to me, and it's got to have a reason why. So that's why it's hard to understand what war is, because a lot of times you don't get the reason behind why we at war.
Right.
Thanks, TJ. Thank you.
And so, we get told and shown what we need to see on TV, what we supposed to hear on the radio or whatever, but we never get the truth of why we over there. Why are we fighting these people? And then when we don't get those truths, that's why it don't make sense. And that's why I had this 20-year war had to end. It wasn't making any sense. Now, like I said, I don't know Mike when he came in or whatever, but I came in back in '97, and so when the war revved up, I actually went to Afghanistan and Iraq before. I was in Iraq and had to go to Afghanistan before. While I was deployed, I deployed again.
Training
and even at that time, and we could not, as soldiers, I mean, I was in the military intelligence unit, so I'm not going to speak on everything I know, but I know a lot of people that we could not understand, like, why we was there. Like, what is our purpose? You know what I'm saying? At the time we got Osama bin Laden, Saddam Hussein. So we was like, okay, why are we still here? Like we passed this level. Like we beat the game. Like, why are we still here?
Right.
Then when we got Osama bin Laden, everybody kept finding out, like, why are we here? Like, what is the purpose? Now we went to Afghanistan really to fight Al Qaeda, to take down Al Qaeda, and to capture or kill Osama bin Laden. It was not at the Taliban. The Taliban, they was the ruling government of the time at that time. Now, were there a government that was recognized? No. Was they considered terrorists because they didn't get along with other countries in other ways? Of course they were. But they have lived that life for so long that, you know, it was easy for others to come in, such as Al Qaeda, and to influence them, to allow them to harvest terrorists and do, you know, acts from that land. And that's why we had to engage with them. The engagement with the Taliban was, hey, you let these guys come in, so you're just as fault. We come in and get you too. Now we got Osama bin Laden. We took down Al Qaeda terrorist cell, which is I believe is like you're never going to take down a whole bunch of cells, because why? If you kill me, Tyrone's going to step up. You kill Tyrone, Ben going to step up. You kill Ben, somebody else going to step up. Somebody's always going to step up when it be the man. So I think, in my opinion, this is my opinion. I got beat up about this a lot. I had a lot of soldiers. I had like 2 soldiers that passed, you know, while I was deployed. I know numerous of friends that had got hurt or killed during the Afghan war. I know people who got out of the military and went back over there as contractors because they couldn't wrap their mind around being a civilian and not going to finish the job. And I believe us pulling out was a great thing.
Yeah.
For the mere fact that we was not going nowhere. It wasn't going nowhere. We wasn't getting nothing out of it. We was not nation building. And then what the president spoke on, these are things that they already know, but we don't know. They already knew that when 45 had told the government that we was going to pull out by May 1st, but we surpassed that. So you got to think about it. I take everything in consideration as if it was happening to me. Now, us being Americans, could we allow Russia or China to come over here and say, "Hey, black people, hey, they treated y'all bad. They treated your ancestors bad. They beat y'all. The police shoot y'all. Y'all live under the welfare gap. Y'all don't get educated. They treat y'all so mean. Look, I'm gonna give y'all some guns and I'm gonna train you how to go out here and kill your own people." Are you willing, as an American, go take that advice, take them weapons, and go start just shooting cops because Russia told you to or China told you to? No, that is not going to happen. Now, one thing Mike Love did say that I totally agree on is that area is highly religious. Their religion is actually their government. They believe in Allah. Like we believe in George Washington as our first president, and we love America and apple pie. Religion rules them. And so you got to take in totality that, hey, I'm going to get this guy who lived by his religion to go kill somebody else of his religion. That he was raised to be in. That's going to be hard. That's a hard task. I don't care how many bullets, planes, guns, boats, whatever you give them. I just can't see myself just going and turning myself over because somebody else told me to do so. And that was going to be a hard task. And I believe the president saw that. You got to realize too, the president had a son that was in the military and served over there. He's been over there a couple of times as a senator and as the vice president, now president. And like you said, turning this war over to another president for the 5th time would be crazy. Would be crazy. Yeah. But like I told my friends, this was the part that you know how y'all know how I speak. I speak truth. So I told him, I said, hey, the American Bank of Afghanistan just got cut off. War is about money. If you ever look at the World War I, World War II, if you look at Vietnam, you look at the first Gulf War, you look at the Iraqi War, you look at the Afghanistan War. If you know as a president, we spent $1 trillion fighting over there. He had to make sure those individuals that was invested in Afghanistan. That's why there's so many Americans still over there. We got to get over. Why is all Americans over there for? Because they're setting up businesses. They're setting up to get the resources out of there. They are doing things to try. They were trying to set up a democracy through commerce in that country. Yeah. And so you got to realize that takes outside entities to invest into going over there and doing so. Well, you know, after a certain amount of time, like, yo, it's crazy. Like, we're not getting nothing out of this. I can't get an infrastructure bill passed. You tell me you spent $1 trillion, but we can't have health care. We can't get free schooling for our kids. But I can go over here and send them to war for 20 years? That ain't enough. And that's not just to our president. That should be for every American. We have those out here that want to be like, it's the way we pulled out. Well, how was he supposed to pull out?
Yeah. That's coming from a lot of people who aren't military.
Right, about to bust my nut. I don't think about how I'm gonna bust my nut. I'm just gonna bust my nut, and that's what happened.
Wow.
We busted our nut, and it was time for us to get up and clean up. And the thing about it is like we keep getting to those.
You like that analogy?
The heartfelt. No, I say this? The heartfelt emotions of, oh, what about the women? Well, you just had motherfucking Cardi B pull out, they Papa whopping out here. You worry about how they treat their women over there. You just had pictures when the police was beating up our young girls, black girls out in the street and stuff. You had the police going into a wrongful apartment and shoot a woman, and y'all worry about the women over there. By the Taliban, like, look at your own people here, and that's why. And this is where I also have to see my friends off at. That's military. I said that's why 9/11 happened, because people got tired of us telling them where they wrong, what they doing wrong, what they gonna do to us, and then we keep not looking out. And so, you know, and sometimes, like, especially in today's world, information is current, it's free, you can get it, you can see it, depends on what you want to see, how you want to see it, who's giving it to you, but it's there. And what people really don't want is, they don't want the truth. And when you get that truth, it gets you startled. You oh man, that's bullshit. What about our country? You want to start with waving flags and shit, but you just wasn't waving flags when they ran up in the Capitol building.
Well,
you was
let me stop you right there. I mean,
go ahead.
I know.
Thank you,
because you made a lot of great points.
Yeah,
there. To your point, I said this early in the show. We need to start worrying about what's going on at home. When we had people storming the Capitol, and we're still dealing with that. That didn't just happen and passed over, right?
It really did.
They're not talking about enough.
The picture of the Afghanistan, the Taliban inside the U.S. embassy looked exactly like the Capitol.
Yep. They put the picture side by side, and I was like, "Oh, wow."
There's no difference.
We shouldn't be worried about that. We got a more immediate problem here.
We gotta continue convicting these people from anywhere.
They want us to worry about that because they don't want you to worry about what is actually going on, which is where's the money. They don't want you to worry about, well, why are we leaving for? We're making money over here. You got to think about all those senators. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I stopped watching CNN after this week because there was a bunch of senators and congressmen get on there that was veterans, and I served in the National Guard, or I went over there and I did X, Y, and Z, right? And then they wanted like, no, we should have left. We should have never left. We should have did this. But I'm thinking like, yo, if you served over there, you don't want to send you're not gonna send your kid over there now. Your kid, if you went there around my time period, you're not gonna send your kid over there to 19 years old to go fight in a war that you fought in 20 years ago. Yeah. You know, you're not gonna let that happen, but you'll send mine. And then so like that's why I stopped looking and listening to some of the commentary that was coming off the TV, because what they want you to concentrate on the roughness of how we left, and then the humanity part. I keep saying, like, are you serious? Like, the stuff that y'all talking about, we are doing way worse right here. Right. But what you don't want to talk about is that damn money that keep going over there and you eating off of, that your kids are setting up on. And they don't want us to know that piece. You know what I'm saying? And that happened in Iraq. It's like, come on, man. Like, we be over here all this time and no weapons of mass destruction. I've said this piece too. This is my argument. Colin Powell was and to my I mean, I study military stuff. Colin Powell was the greatest general ever for our country.
Wow.
They deframed him by making him go in front of Congress and said there was weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. And when they did that, they didn't just only took away one of the greatest treasures that America had, but they defamed a black man, a successful black man that rose through the ranks that they thought he could never do, and they put him out there to lie for them so they can go to war. And when they got over there, where was their weapons of mass destruction? I've been to Iraq 4 times. I had 4 tours in Iraq. And I didn't serve no back kitchen. I was in the front. I was with the military intelligence guy. I had with the alert team, which are long range surveillance. So my unit was the one that was painting on the targets. I don't know if y'all remember back in Iraq where when we first went in and you saw the buildings blowing up. Well, my unit was the one that was painting the target so the airplanes could drop the bombs on them. I was up front, right? Ooh. So my thing about it is like, we still to this day, we're like, yo, where's the weapons of mass destruction? Like, we're ready to go get this in. And we did not meet that. So you realize, like, the behind doors, the behind scenes stuff that we don't know, that we're not getting that reason why we at war. So like I said, Beck G, it's not you stupid. You just don't know why.
I don't.
They're not telling you why. You don't know why. And that's what makes you feel stupid. Because in a normal brain, you would think like this don't make sense.
Yeah.
This don't make fucking sense. Like,
TJ.
Hey, TJ, I don't want to cut you real quick, but go ahead, Mike.
TJ, let me ask you this: did you guys have a problem with duds when you were there? Meaning, like, I remember when I was in Kandahar and they would bomb us. They would shoot rockets over the fucking fence and they did not explode. They would just hit shit and break it. Yeah. That let me know they didn't have quality shit. So there had to be no weapons of mass destruction, right?
Right. And this too, Mike G, this too, Mike, is that a lot of the stuff that they was getting was old, outdated stuff that either we gave them, the Russians gave them, or the Iranians gave them. And it wasn't stuff that we had that we can go. We had drones. We ain't had to really go over there. We had drones. We had we can shoot something from our back door and hit their dang on village and take out everybody. So, like you said, like the sophistication of the war didn't mirror up for what we was about. You know what I'm saying? And then like the president put out the other day, he was like, we gave them an air force. They never had an air force. We gave them our Air Force, and they came and the Taliban took over the country in 72 hours. And we gave the Afghanistan military our Air Force. We helped them fly planes. We gave them bombs and missiles, and they did not drop not one, did not fight back one, because why? Like I said, my religion, my God, my people stand between me and that other guy who's all the way across the water, who wants me to start a civil war amongst myself. Now think about it. Them Afghans and the Taliban start fighting it. That could become a civil war, and that would be worse too. That would be bad too.
This is mind blowing.
We got to think about it. It's a lot of spin up that we're not hearing, and we're not putting the pieces together because they want you to concentrate on, the girls, they got to wear a veil now. They can't go to school. Oh, they hopping on the planes. First of all, Mike, nobody should be running. I mean, you can't go out there to Norfolk and run out there on the tarmac. So ain't no fucking way you should be running out on the tarmac. And that airport out there in Kandahar is a national airport. Like, people fly in, fly out. You know what I'm saying? So there's no fucking way they should be able to overrun that fucking thing and get up on a plane, especially the military planes like that. But what happened is they got to have a photo op. They got to have this spin stuff in the media to where we understand, like, oh shit, look how bad it is. Look how, oh my God. Well, shit, look, oh my God, shit's right here. And y'all not sprint up the same way. Yeah. So,
hey, TJ,
this is my opinion. This is my opinion.
I got you. We don't have
my opinion only.
We had to stop.
Thank you, TJ. Thank you so much.
Hey, y'all stay up, man. Y'all stay up.
I appreciate you, man. We'll take some more calls, man. If y'all listening, please hit us up 917-994-0362. We want to hear from you, man. He spit some good stuff. He always does.
That's it, and that's his. You can't take that away. Just like Mike Love, what Mike Love shared, what TJ just shared. These are their actual personal experiences.
Yeah. 4 times. And I remember every single time.
Wow. This is something else.
And it is. I mean, for everyone that had to endure that with a family, it's different type of and for soldiers and our military service members is going over there, man. It's like, I can imagine. I almost went in and I was winning as well, my friend, right?
Oh.
And the recruiter came to the house, and he was like, so he's trying to sell me a dream, but I interviewed him. Like, I don't think people really do that. So I started asking him interview questions, and I'm like, so tell me, like, this is before 9/11, way before 9/11.
Yeah.
All right, when I graduated from high school, or about to. He's like, yeah, we can, we'll set you up with a Hummer. I'm like, you can give me a Hummer? Like, yeah, you can get a Hummer if you join and sign on bonus, and then we can pay for your school. I need a Hummer. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. My up with the school. Well, for your school, like full school, like how soon can I go to school if I sign up?
Right.
And he couldn't give me a straight answer. And I was like, well, you do realize like I have scholarships that I can go to school with, and I don't have to sign up to do any of this. So what's the benefit for me?
What's the benefit?
Well, you can travel. You can travel the world. And I was like, I got a passport. Like I've done that. I've lived in Germany as well. I've traveled before. I can travel on my own. Give me the benefit. And I'm not saying that people that join shouldn't join. It's not for everyone. So I admire people that did join because it's not for everyone. It's really not. It takes a special type of person to do that. And I take my hat off to y'all for doing that. So we're going to keep the phone lines open for a little bit. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to wrap this thing up. It's been a great show.
Yeah, it's been a great show. Let's come right back. It's the Vinyl Word.
And it's hot as fire in here. Y'all realize that? I'm like, God dang.
It's the Vinyl Word.
I don't know what are we doing here?
Get some water. It's the Vinyl Word.
Baby, why do I feel like what is going on here, baby?
Where's your magic button? It's the Vinyl Word. I've given you the cue times.
I just, for some reason, I don't know why it's funny that you're choking, and I'm like,
oh my God,
what's going on?
I don't even know what just happened.
What are we about to do, Beck?
I think I got overheated, but we're going to get some music before we come back. Y'all call in 917-994-0362. In the meantime, listen to this. It's the Vinyl Word.
Hold on, one more time. What we going to do?
Stupid,
man. I'm sorry for a Beck.
I can't do it.
What are we about to do, Beck G? One more time. Never mind.
Check this out. It's DJ Khaled. This is Post Malone.
Yes, that little Chico Pitbull. You're in the mix with the Vinyl Word.
I'm so tired. Yeah, all I need is good vibes. She ain't right on this side. Yeah, all my niggas lying and the president be lying. I got up in this raw, I wanna fly. Put this outside in the sky. She ain't right on this side. Yeah, all my niggas lying and the president be lying. I got up in this raw, I wanna fly. Losing my cool, I'm losing my patience. You using your stimulus just to lose it in Vegas. I see a lot of APs, I see a lot of Rolexes. I'ma buy them off of these niggas right after the demo. I can show you a style, I can show you a rapping. After all this shit that happened, no, we gotta be brothers. Cal Williams said we good and we better than that. But we get shot and nothing happens, how we settle for that? You see my culture expensive, that's why they paying it to us. It be you Terry Crews, tap dancing for that. I never let nobody lesser treat me lesser than them. You can't have no Mr. Childs eating Panda Express. I'm burning sage in the studio before I let you in. I leave my weapon by the speaker so they hearing me clear. I mean the money be cool. I did amazing this year. I mean I'm famous but I'm drained. I need some prayer for real. And I'm so tired. Yeah. All I need is good vibes. She ain't right on this side. Yeah. All my niggas lying and the president be lying. I got up in this raw, I wanna fly. Put this outside in the sky. She ain't right on this side. Yeah. All my niggas lying and the president be lying. I got up in this raw.
This is World World Radio.
One city, one country, one state, one state, one state. Some place to be nobody. Some place to be. Some place you wouldn't know probably. Yeah. Yeah. If Chappelle moved to Ghana to find his peace, then I'm rolling where the service always roaming. I'm packing my bags and going. It's a challenging act. It's a balancing act. Visit beautiful places. It's more out here than the trap. Houses in Long Island, they always found them. House in the South, a nigga barely got out. Sunny LA. Remember calls with Dr. Dre. He told me, don't let the palm trees fool you. Be safe. Me and my higher self, we often would speak. Somehow we lost the connection. Might meet a Joshua tree. And it's been bothering me. Too many wavy women. Gotta log out of IG. Can't be my age DMing. No kidding. It's hard to move like a civilian. I write the truth because I live it. Not like you musical. We did it big and they biggest. They rather shoot than write tickets. What it feel like to go get it. What it feel like to go miss it. In one city, one country, one state. Some place to be nobody. Some place to be. Some place you wouldn't know probably. Some place to be nobody. My dog bought a plane, said let's go to Paris. That's where baguettes are from, French bread that's long and narrow. I like the other definition, rectangular carrots. The concept of the song is rather esoteric. This girl said in Grenada we should go get married. Broke the meaning down of the Virgin Mary.
All right, y'all, we are back. It's your boy Prince Hakeem.
Hey, it's your girl Beck G.
And I am DJ Mike Love.
It is the Vinyl Word, and we're almost towards the end of the show.
We got our Mike Love on break. We went and got us something to drink.
You want to talk about this water?
Yes, this water is freaking delicious. It's like we got our mouth open and we're under the mountain. And it's called Rain.
And it's $3,000.
$3,000 a can. But it's in an aluminum can. And it is.
Mike.
Oh, wait, this is water. I thought this was the recycle. Or is this the recycle symbol? Mike, is this the recycle symbol?
Mike.
I'm with you, dog.
It is delicious.
What are y'all saying?
What did you just say, Mike? I mean, what did you just say, Beck G?
Oh, God.
What did you just say about the water? You started off and said what?
I don't even know what I said.
You
It
said,
was delicious.
It's like
It
you
was
had
delicious.
your mouth open.
Oh, my God.
At the bottom of the mountain.
What's wrong with
How
that?
do y'all hear the dumbest shit?
Why do you say the craziest things? It had me reminiscent of when Trey Songz spit them girls' mouths. I'm just saying. That water is pretty good, though.
I'm dehydrated and I my own.
And it's ice cold.
Yes,
It's
it
like
is.
iceberg. I mean, it's delicious.
I was gonna say it feels great going down the back
It's
of my
too
throat. but
much for
forget
that one can of
But
water.
forget that.
And it's not a lot of water. It's not like the big jank.
Cut it out, Mike.
I go to 7-Eleven right
said it.
now and get you a big, like, was it Fiji water?
Right.
Cheaper than that damn thing.
But this is delicious right now, though.
This is rich people water.
This is rich people water.
Beck G bought this for us.
That is rich people water.
This is rich people water.
It's a whole lot of problem when it's $1 billion in a room.
Yeah, but as the can is crinkling out, it's the craziest thing.
Just saying. I need to write out what I'm gonna say before I talk to y'all because y'all always hearing something.
It's not her always saying
Beck G,
something.
when you said the mountain reference, I'm thinking to myself,
When TJ was talking, she said, "What did TJ say?"
He was like, because they don't care how we bust a nut, we just bust a nut. And
yeah, I'm like, y'all both look like, I like that reference. I'm like,
And
how
this,
do
you know what? TJ was actually wrong about that because I think about it.
You think about when you bust a nut?
Yeah, I'm like, all right, am I gonna shoot it here from this position?
Wow,
Or
you playing out your nut
But
landing.
Beck G said,
I'm gonna put it on a packet.
I almost lost it.
A warm
Why
rag.
would you say that to me?
A warm rag.
Wait a minute, Mike.
What, Mike?
What did you just say, Mike?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just gonna put it right here on the back. Is that what you just said?
Oh yeah, because I gotta think about
Wow. Honestly, I don't think about it. To my brother's point, I mean,
What's happening?
You clearly don't pull out. So
I think sometimes you're just like,
What?
sometimes you don't have enough time. You're like, oh, Jack,
All because-
There's no thought moment there. It's just what happens.
Why do I have to be
And why
involved
do you?
in this
Hey,
situation?
maybe it's just sometimes you
What happens?
You like sorry, look.
No,
but
it's
what happens? How does it explode though?
It's like, you know, it's, and then you had that I'm sorry look on your face, like,
Is it that
I'm
you
sorry.
didn't mean
Let
to
me-
do it that way, or
let me get you a towel.
Could have been either one. It could have been
the warm towel.
That was my reference. A warm towel. That was it.
Could be either one.
But you know what, Prince? You probably attest to this.
To be off balance. What, Mike?
Wow.
Oh,
Did you
have you ever looked down and been like, you look like a toaster strudel?
That's what you think in your head?
What?
You're a toaster strudel? Mike, you got your moments, man.
Have
I
you
don't
ever
know.
Beck G, have you ever eaten a toaster strudel?
Be careful what you say and how you say it. It will incriminate you. I'm just saying right now.
She has. So have you ever taken the frosting and you're trying to put it on there and you just
We're gonna get canceled. This show's gonna
This show is going
it's gonna get
off
canceled.
air
It's gonna get canceled.
ASAP. We're gonna have to come back under another name.
human toaster strudel?
Yeah, it's a different.
Ashley knows what I'm talking about.
Right.
I have never had a toaster strudel.
Lies.
I didn't actually. But have you been a toaster strudel?
Have you ever been a toaster strudel?
I've never been a toaster strudel.
Lies.
I've never had a toaster strudel.
Lies.
I refuse.
These are lies.
I like the word strudel. I like that word.
I can imagine Mike saying, looking down, like, God dang,
that's a lot.
That's a lot of toaster strudel.
What
down there.
the? Yo, I don't know what happened. All we were doing was TJ. Look at what TJ's writing.
Yeah, I
Prince,
scream out Thundercat ho.
He said you need some
when
sun.
I bust a nut is what he said.
He said you need some sun.
I do need some sun. I'm not going to debate that.
He said you need some sun.
I've been trying to get sun like forever, man, and the sun runs from me.
He says you're glowing on here like golden child.
I am a golden child.
Beck G,
I want the knife.
Please.
What did TJ say? I want to hear it. What did TJ
He
say?
said I scream out Thundercat's hole when I bust. I told you it kind of comes out like that when he goes. It's no more. And you didn't warn me. If I couldn't warn myself.
And today I was going to mark another show where I didn't say
You
I hate
love
this
the show.
You know what?
You love
I feel like they already know when we squeeze harder and we go faster.
If your man head does this, you looking at him when
I'm
y'all
not looking
in
at
that.
you. I'm not going
When y'all
I'm
knowing
not
each
gonna
other
look.
biblically, and he looks at you like this. He looks at you like this. It's coming, baby. That's your warning. That's the neck goes like this. With the neck, when he give you whiplash with the neck, it's done. He is about to bust. He about to and there we go.
Strudel all over.
We're gonna get canceled.
This is our last show. So let's say I thank you.
I'm sorry, Mook. My bad, bro.
Let's say I thank
They
you.
made me
This
say
is why we are number one.
I want
Yeah,
to
this
say
is
thank
part
you
of
to
why we're number
Capadonna
one.
who put on the best show ever that I've ever seen.
Wasn't it a really
watched
dope
that
show?
video.
I want
on a weekly
to
basis.
thank Capadonna
I
for
wanna
a great
thank-
show.
I want to thank Capadonna.
Yeah.
Like
Since this is our last show.
This is our last show. Thank you, Cap.
I want to thank RZA for putting together the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, and for really being totally behind Woo World Radio.
Yeah.
I want to thank Prince for bringing me to this station because after we get canceled, you're gonna have to bring me to another one.
We got to give Princess flowers.
Yeah, we got to give Princess flowers now. Thanks
Thank you.
for bringing the old team back
You're
together
welcome.
again.
Yeah,
You know,
now you got to find us a new radio station. After
Hey, you
this.
can find us a new one.
I want to give thanks to myself every moment that I ever went.
What?
Why?
I'm just saying, like, you gotta give yourself flowers sometimes when you know you did a good job. You're like,
Yeah, and speaking of me doing a good job,
there you go.
one of my good jobs had his first day of school today.
Oh, how did we go? Never mind, Mike.
We
Because
are
it's
so-
picking the wrong spots to throw that
He
in.
was the
They know when we're night. When
he
we
was
get
the toaster strudel I didn't get to make.
This show needs to be 4 hours.
We don't need to be on air anymore. We're gonna get kicked off anyway.
This is
They don't like.
if we were
can't keep-
regulated by the FCC, we'd be
can't
out of here a
keep
long
fucking
time
with
ago.
Y'all get up here. You talk about toaster strudels.
What? Who? Us?
Yeah,
I'm gonna make those shirts, toaster strudels. Make her a toaster strudel.
Well, you know, Soldier Boy said Superman that whole, so you might as well say make her a toaster strudel.
What are we doing here?
Anything.
Who has order? Nobody has order
There's
today.
no order. There's chaos after 8
I
o'clock.
proved my point today. The reason why Beck G didn't say she hates this show for the last few weeks is because she's been the problem. She came on the show earlier with the issue. You started the whole thing off today.
You talking about me?
You've been the problem the whole time.
I'm a sweetheart.
You know, it's me and Mike, but it's not me and Mike. It's you.
I'm a sweetheart.
Secretly in the background, like
not
jokes like Toaster.
Letting us say whatever we want.
But you know, at the end of the day, you know this. You know, Mike Love is our program director, music director. Prince Hakeem is the VP of this whole ship. Here I am, just a lowly co-host.
That's bullshit. No, watch this. I'm gonna go to HR on Monday.
You going to Beck G's office?
All right, there you go. All right, we got to end this thing out. Thank y'all for tuning in each and every Thursday right here on the Vinyl Word on Woo World Radio. Make sure y'all tune in next week at 7 p.m. If you don't have the app, Beck G, tell them what to do.
Make sure that you tune in, turn up, and keep it locked right here to Woo World Radio every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We got shows like The Final Word, the #1 show here on Woo World Radio.
Dang.
We got DJs, we got mixes, we got talk, we got music. Lots of Wu-Tang music. So make sure you download the Woo World Radio app. If not that, then download the TuneIn app. Either way, you can listen on all of your Smarty Pants devices. But before we go, Prince, you say it a way that I like.
Yeah, definitely. I always say this, but if you don't have the app, go to your app store and download it. It's absolutely free. Yeah.
That's it.
I know we kind of over on time a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's our show. We can do
So
what we want.
we gotta go. I'm gonna give y'all maybe like a minute and a half. But before we go, we didn't get to do it at all. But here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Nope.
We're overdue. It's time.
You ready? You ready?
Mike loves this.
Check it.
Mike.
I said, bitch,
you ain't got nothing on the rich.
Every other day, my whole dress code switch. And just in case
You tryna clock me like Sherry.
all y'all craps ain't got to worry. Can't get a brother like me down a dozen. Even if I smoked out,
Can't be scoped out.
I'm too ill. I represent Park Hill. My face
On a $20 bill.
All right, there we go.
Fire.
We got it off. I told you it'd be like a minute and we about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Y'all stick around if you're listening. If you're watching, we'll catch y'all later. We appreciate y'all. God bless you all.
The Final Word.
I'm Ariana Grande. Hey, yo, this Cardi B. What's up? It's Megan Thee Stallion.
You're in the mix with the Vinyl Word. Vinyl Word. Vinyl Word. Vinyl.